Carrie Beck with howtoteachwriting.com and curriculumconnection.net. I want to show you one of the coolest history-based writing programs. Actually, any writing program that IEW puts out is fantastic. This is the first history theme-based book that they put out. It's U.S. history. It's from the gold rush, from the explorers up to the gold rush. When it originally came out in one book. They have since divided it into two because there is so much information that they want to get to you. This is the teacher's book. This is the student book. You can buy them as a packet, or you can add your student text extra if you need to get some extras for your kids. But basically, it is going to go through the different units that are covered in teaching writing structure and style. So they're going to learn how to write stories. They're going to learn how to write a research paper and summarizing references. But it begins with poetry and alliteration and just an overview of America and Native Americans. Then it moves to your keyword outlines, and you're going to cover things like Jamestown, Mayflower, things like that. And then we have summarizing references, and we move on into colonial life. And so they're going to be doing some research on colonial life, the French and Indian War, and Thanksgiving as well. Then we have narrative, and some of the stories that they will be working on so they learn how to write a good story are the Boston Tea Party, Shot Heard Around the World, another Boston Tea Party, Shot Heard Around the World. So they're alternating them. It even gives you a Christmas party idea in here. Now, how cool is that? Then we have research reports. Then we're going to move into Declaration of Independence and biography of a Revolutionary War hero. We move on into essays, and we're going to have biographies continued. So they're writing an essay about one of their revolutionary heroes, let's say. We also do a paper on the Constitution. With creative writing, they're going to learn about the Bill of Rights, Francis Scott Keys and the flag, and then they'll do some critiques, looking at Lewis and Clark and some historical fiction that they might read. Finally, we have writing from pictures. They're going to have pictures about the Oregon Trail, the Alamo, California Gold Rush, and there's even a suggestion for a class party at the end of the year. Now, each lesson, you get a scope and sequence, so it tells you exactly what lesson you're on, what structure you're using. Are you writing a story? Are you writing a reference? Are you doing creative writing? What stylistic techniques? Are you working on dress-ups or sentence openers? What vocabulary words you work on that week, what grammar you're teaching, and what topic it is. This is all set out for you. Now, this is amazing. You really don't have to think. It's all done for you. This will save you tons of times. It does give you some ideas as to the teachers, because you can teach this to levels A and B, or maybe even some early high school students. And then it goes through each of the components of the book and all the areas that I've just mentioned, structure, style, grammar, that way, and it discusses grading. All right, let's flip on to one of these. Let's see. Lesson 5, they're going to be working on the who, which clause. Well, first of all, they're going to continue about Jamestown, who, which clause, sentence openers, and titles from clinchers. It's going to explain this to you. This is a teacher's book, and it tells you what page in the student's book that you need to flip to. So it tells you step by step what you need to do, what you need to discuss, and what you need to explain. But it was longer. Then it gives you some more ideas about ending your lesson, what to do with the vocabulary, and your final draft. Each lesson is like that. They have answers if there are quizzes or questions in the back of the book. There are some optional essays, talks about the final class party, and also gives some review games and an auction idea. There are quizzes in the back for the vocabulary as well. In the student book, this is big and this is wonderful. It gives the kids everything they need. So let's just turn to one of these lessons. That's the end of one. Lesson 13. This is using emotional words and refining the who, which clause. And it's a shot heard around the world. So it explains to the kids what to do. They can follow along and do the exercises as you teach them. It gives the assignment right here, and then it gives a checklist. Remember, they are renowned for checklists. This is wonderful when they're coming to writing. They check off the things they do. If they don't check, they don't get points. But for everything that there's a check for, you give them points, and that's how you can grade their essay. And then it moves on into the next lesson. The source texts are in the back. Let's see where those. There's examples back here. Lots of examples of finished products, finished writing. It shows how they've marked them to mark what they have included. And then we have vocabulary. We have vocabulary cards. And then on the back of each card, we have a definition and a sentence that's being used there. This is a great program. Why come up with 2 lessons, a whole separate writing? Why not take writing and integrate it into different subject areas? That's what we've done here. I highly recommend U.S. History. This is base 1, volume 1, really the beginning of America to the Gold Rush. And if you get on the next video, you can see volume 2 and see exactly what's included there. I love it. You will too. HowToTeachWriting.com and CurriculumConnection.net. Look at the website here and you can go read more about this. Have a great day. I'm Carrie Beck. See you later.